everyone! Before any of you go accusing me of clickbait or whatever, this video is actually about failure. It is about the 100 poem challenge and how I failed to complete it. But if you're just here for the juicy emotional baggage, then stick around because this video is also about lots of other things. So, let's get into it. So for those of you who were around in April, you may remember that I posted a short talking about how I wanted to start a thing called the 100 poem challenge. And that was basically writing one poem every day for 100 days and seeing how it went. And I said that I would, document my progress and make a video at the end of it talking about how I grew as a poet and talking about my poetry writing process and things like that. And I invited all of you to join along, and I know several of you did. And a lot of you actually did write 100 poems, and that is so incredible, and I am so in awe of you, and congratulations if you did complete it. Absolutely incredible, stellar work. Congratulations to all of you. But I was not one of those people. I completed about 80 poems total, including the poems that I wrote for videos that I've released since April, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's impossible to make a video with this cat. So there are a lot of reasons why I did not complete the 100 poem challenge. A lot of them are sort of the normal, like executive dysfunction reasons why people do not do things. But also the past several months I have just been in a pretty rough place as far as mental health goes. And I also moved. As you can see, this is the chaos that is my office right now. And I also got sick, as you could hear in my last video. So things have just been, not going great for me. And I've also been trying to put out videos while moving, which is a lot. Thank you for making all that noise. So my life just sort of happened over the past couple months, and it has been really just a lot. And I actually wasn't going to tell all of you. I was planning on lying and telling all of you that I had written 100 poems and talking about how it changed my poetry writing process and how I've grown as a poet and reading a lot of those poems to you. And then I realized that I couldn't do that. And that I don't think that you all would want me to either. And so what I decided to do was to make this video and be totally honest and open with all of you and talk a little bit about what I did, why I did it, and the future of this channel. So this is, part video about poetry and part update video. So I kept asking myself what to do with this video and how to talk about the 100 poem challenge. And I kept asking myself why I felt the need to lie about it and why I felt the need to kind of put on this face of perfection and this face of, yes, I have it all together and I have written all these things and look at me, I am a paragon of productivity and art. And I think it's because the alternative is scary. It's very frightening to be vulnerable and to do what I'm doing right now, which is talking very candidly. And, especially for someone who, a lot of my content is scripted, it's a little scary to not have a script. I have a little outline of notes here just to keep me on course because I will veer off course if given total freedom. But it's scary to be vulnerable and to talk about failure, especially when, you have almost 200,000 subscribers and you have all of these people looking to you and wanting you to talk about poetry and wanting to, put you on this pedestal of productivity and art. And I think this is something that a lot of creators feel. in all sort of different spheres of content creation, where you feel so like beholden to the audience, to the viewers, as well as to the algorithm. And, you know, you feel like you have to constantly be making something, and you have to be making things that people want and that the algorithm wants, and your own kind of wants and needs sort of fall by the wayside. There is this pressure to be perfect, and pressure to perform as far as the algorithm goes, and pressure to give the people what they want. And all of these pressures lead to burnout. I've officially made it as a creator because I'm making a burnout video. This is how you know you've made it. That's the thing. And the truth is, I have been feeling a little bit burnt out the past month or so. Like I said, the past couple months have been really hard as far as mental health stuff, and getting sick, and moving, and just everything kind of happening all at once, and putting all of this pressure on me. And it's been pretty hard. And there have been times where I've felt like, you know, let's just get rid of it. Let's just stop. Let's just leave the internet and stop being a person on the internet because it sucks. You know, there's a lot of challenges that come with being a relatively public figure, or at least public facing figure, especially for people like me, who I'm very, you know, I'm normally a very like reserved and very private person, and I never wanted to be famous, whatever that means. I always just wanted to share ideas and teach. That is my passion in life, and I was a teacher for almost 5 years, and then did YouTube, and so now it's like, oh yes, my class size has just gotten a lot bigger. But it's also a lot more than that, and it's also a lot different from teaching, because now I am the Zoe B, and, you know, I have all of these pressures to be a certain kind of person, and it weighs on you, especially when you are a private, very, you know, introverted, kind of antisocial person, the way that I am. And it's hard. And I know that because all of you are genuinely really wonderful, that you're going to say, Zoe, it's okay, just take a break. You're allowed to take a break. We'll be here. I can't. And that's not just the workaholic part of me saying that. There are, you know, promises and agreements that I have made to people. Long story short, I can't. I literally am unable to take a break for the next several months. And it's hard knowing that I have to continue doing this, even though it is exhausting me down to my bones. But you all have been so incredibly supportive of me that it really genuinely does help me to get through a lot of this and do what I have to do and continue making content at this pace for a few more months. So what does this mean for the channel? Well, it does not mean that the videos that I make I hate. I do not. I'm really, really happy with a lot of the videos that I have made over the past few months. I think they're great. I love the collaborations that I've done. I am very proud of my work, and I promise you I will never publish something that I do not genuinely believe in, that does not come from my heart. You know, there's no, like, shadowy group of people behind the scenes telling me that I have to make something. That is not at all how it is. Unless you consider my patrons, in which case, if you want to become part of that shadowy group behind the scenes telling me what to do, go to patreon.com/ whatever is on screen, because I don't remember the URL. Great, Zoe. Good job. But, so the next few months, since I cannot take a break until the end of the year, that is the time limit that I'm working with, what I've decided to do is to use this time to be a little bit more sort of experimental and to try new things, because if I have to make videos, if I have to, power through and make things, I'm not going to force myself to make incredibly detailed, research-heavy deep dives or anything. I am going to try to do some lighter things and try to do some things that are a little bit lighter and a little bit easier for me to make just for the next few months. So, for instance, there's a series that I'm considering doing that is just short, 5 or so minute videos about various writing or grammar or literature related topics, going full, English teacher mode with those kinds of things. And let me know if there are any sort of experimental kinds of things that you all would be interested in seeing me do, things that are not like deep dive video essays, because I have a lot of really great ideas for those kinds of things that will be coming starting next year. Don't worry, the bones of this channel are going to stay the same. We're just using this time to experiment a little bit. So I like to think of things in terms of phases with this channel. So 2021 was really the year of getting my feet under me and just figuring it out, figuring out what it means to do YouTube. And then 2022, this year, has been experimentation and pushing myself and really trying a lot of new things to figure out what you want and what I want and what the algorithm enjoys, as far as, sacrifices made to appease it. And then 2023 is going to be the year of depth and ambition. Those are the words I'm going with. Where next year I have some really big ideas and some really deep topics that deserve a lot of the time and attention that I just do not have, that I cannot afford to give them right now. So if those deep dives are your thing, hold on for a few more months, and I promise you that starting in 2023 we will get more like multi-hour epics. Shouldn't promise to do multiple hours, Zoe. All of this is to say, if you do want me to talk more about poetry, let me know. I'm always here to talk about poetry. I will always talk about poetry. Let me know if you maybe want me to do a live stream or something where I talk about some of the poems that I've written for the 100 Poem Challenge. Let me know if you have any other ideas, and thank you for being understanding. Thank you for sticking with me. I am almost at 200K. Let me know what you want me to do when I reach 200K. That feels like something I should celebrate. There is just so much good that is happening in my life right now. I know that it is only possible because of all of you, and I am so incredibly thankful for all of the kindness and support that you all show me. And this is hopefully the forever office. I can promise you I won't be moving anymore, because it sucks. But I do need to actually put my office together and make it look, better. Not just a bunch of cardboard boxes, because I don't think that's the aesthetic. So, thank you all again, and I hope that you are all doing well. There will be another video coming this month. I don't know what it is yet. I have a few ideas. I have a few half-written scripts. We'll see which one gets finished and made. But until then, stay safe, stay warm, and I will see y'all again soon, I hope. Bye, folks. This is why, for those of you who think Desmond is the wild cat, in reality it is Charles. It is literally impossible to make a video with this cat on my lap. Charlie. Ah! Charlie. You have to stop. You can sit on my lap. You cannot use me as a jungle gym. being understanding of... I thought he was going to unplug the computer. I saw my life flash before my eyes. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Yes, you can be on my lap. You have to be good. You have to be good. Thank you, Charlie. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm being attacked. This was not a good idea to let him in here. Charles, you're gonna have to be good, okay? Okay? All right. Where were we?